Good afternoon. Hi guys! How'd you like that intro? Well, I decided to come on here today and do a little bit of cooking for us today. Truck drivers out here don't really eat the healthiest foods, and truck stops don't really sell the healthiest foods. But lately I've noticed that truck stops have been starting to bring in fresh foods and stuff like that to help us out here, because eating preserved foods and fast foods and stuff like that, after a while you put on the weight, and I can vouch for that. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Since I've started driving, I have put on 130 pounds. 130 pounds. And it's not so great. I mean, trying to get up and down in this truck and stuff, my knees are the ones that's suffering, and I need to lose some weight. So I'm going to start this little weight loss. I've been trying. Every time I try to lose weight, I gain weight. I don't know what the devil's going on with me. So I figured, well, if I started cooking in the truck, which I do on and off, and eating, watch what I eat, and maybe walk. God, I hate walking. I hate walking out in these some places that we go. It's a nice place to walk, but some of the parking lots, not that great. And because I'm driving team, we have to make an effort to stop, because we run a lot, and we have to make an effort to stop to walk. Sometimes we pick up a load and we just have to get it there like as fast as we can, or we can't leave the truck. Only one driver could leave the truck at a time because it's a high value load or things like that. So yeah, doesn't quite work out with me. But and also too, truck stops have exercise rooms in them. Some of them, I think the TAs, possibly Petros, have like a little exercise room in them. But I figure, you know what, I'm going to start by cooking my own food in the truck. As I said, I do that sometimes, but not as often as I should. So anyhow, today, and I know my sisters are probably going to go, if that's what you're eating, yeah, that's what I'm eating. We're going to be eating, cooking I should say, some ground beef. All right, when I go home, I buy my ground beef and put it in plastics like this. But my sweetie just bought me a food saver, and so we're going to try that and see if I can, because what I did with some of the meats when I was at home and when I was in California, I bought the meat and I seasoned them outside, so I don't have to really season them in the truck. But this particular one here, I did not season, because I bought this maybe about 3 weeks ago, and I just cut the pack in half, put it in a plastic freezer bag, and stuck it in the freezer up here. So, but right now, I'm not gonna try to make this video long, but it's gonna be long because it's a cooking video. So we're gonna try to shorten it up. So anyhow, let me see if I can turn this here. You don't need to see me, just see the pot. I bought this little contraption from Walmart, and it has done well by me, since I've been cooking in the truck. So anyhow, let's see, turn it on. I'm gonna put it up to 400, get it all hot real quick and everything. And it's real good, because even though I have it on plastic here, there's still ventilation under here, and this is how I cook. I also have a microwave. I just want to microwave stuff in here. I have I went crazy. I have a rice cooker, a George Foreman grill, and a crock pot. And this thing right here, what do you call this thing? A toaster oven. So I just got crazy at one time when I went to Walmart, and yeah, so that's what I did. So anyhow, I'm gonna put this in there and start the process. Now I'm going to try to cut into this video, so or I don't know how to edit these things, so bear with me, y'all, please. Just bear with me. All right, so I cut some onions up earlier. Okay, I cried a little bit. I'm gonna dump some of this in here. Okay, and I also dumped actually, I could dump all, right? Yeah, let's dump all. Ha! I don't know why I'm saving it. You know what? Normally when I cook something, I would cook, I'm trying something different. I would use 2 or 3 different cooking contraptions, whatever you want to call that shit. And, excuse me, you'll find that I cuss quite a bit. I used to be a drunken sailor before. I'm kidding. So anyhow, let me see. Yep, it's getting nice and hot. So anyhow, I would cut up a whole onion, and when I cook my beans or my greens or whatever, well, actually beans, I will put the I would divide the onions in there. I cut up a whole onion today. I keep onions in the truck. I cut up the onions today, and I cut up the whole thing. I didn't want to put onions in the fridge because it will stink up the whole fridge. So I cut up the whole thing. So, you know, we'll deal with it. Onions are healthy for you anyways, good for you. I remember when my brother was a child, I don't know what happened. He was urinating blood, had blood in his urine. And my mother, she was old school. She had him drink onion tea every night. And it cleared it up. It cleared it up pretty fast. I don't know what onion does, really. I know it's healthy. Everything is healthy for you that, you know, well, hold on. Not everything is healthy for you. But, you know what I'm saying. So, ooh, this is a lot of onions, but that's all right. And I'm going to start to cry again. That's okay. So, I can see it's starting to, okay, mix that up. Because the reason why I put so much onions in there too, as I said, I normally cook things separately, but I'm going to start, because then I have to wash all these dishes and stuff, or clean all these dishes out, and I'm getting tired of that. So, I'm going to start doing one pot. Alright? And one of the other things I'm going to be cooking in here is, where is it? I have it around here somewhere. Aha. I'm going to throw some, what is this? Kidney beans in there too. I'm going to throw some kidney beans and some rice. So it's going to be a cook up. And that's basically how we say it. Whenever we throw things together, people will say, oh, what's the name of the dish you're cooking? And I'm like, it's a cook up. Well, what's a cook up? Whatever you want to throw in the same damn pot. So anyhow, there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and season this in here. So I'm going to put a little bit of this is garlic salt. And when I put garlic salt in something, I tried to get the garlic powder, and they did not have the garlic powder. So I had to get the one with the salt in it. Now you'll see that when I cook, I'm from the islands, y'all. So I throw a lot of seasonings in my food. And when you say, well, what'd you season it up with? Whatever you got in your cabinet, season it up. That's how I go. All right, so this is parsley. I'll throw some parsley in there. Dump it, dump it, dump it, dump it, dump it, dump it, dump it. And I don't measure anything, never did. Oh, by the way, the one before the parsley was just all-purpose seasoning. And I'm sure this is the only thing I need to use half the time, but I like my seasonings. Oregano. I usually don't use oregano unless I'm cooking Italian food, but let's go for it. Yay! A little bit of thyme. Not much. I don't like the powdered thyme too much, but just put a little bit of thyme in there. and I wanted to buy thyme. They didn't have anything else other than the powder thyme, so that's what I did. Okay, here we go. Black pepper. Now, this is my fun one. See, I always get this thing when I feel like I'm a cook, when I get to do this. I feel like I'm cooking. Yes. So there we go. Put a little bit of black pepper in there. Okay. Cover that back up. I'm sorry, guys. I just have the thing on there. You're not looking at me. You don't need to look at me anyways. I know I'm pretty. A little bit of chive. Let's dump some chive in there. Oh, yes. Yeah, I got a lot of seasonings. As I said, I'm from the island. We put a lot of seasoning in our food. And this is Himalayan salt. But I don't put much because the salt was already in the garlic salt. So I don't put much. Remember, you can always add more salt. You cannot take away salt. So you put a little bit. If you need more later, put more later. Now I get all crazy. See, look. Soy sauce. This has salt in it too. So I don't put much because I don't want everything salted down. But remember now, this is the only part I'm cooking in. This is the only part I'm cooking in. And you know, normally you cook a separate pot of rice and you put salt in your rice, or you cook, you know, your beans on the side, you put salt in that. That's not what I'm doing. So whatever I put in here is what's going to salt up the rice, because the rice is going in here too. You're going to go, Olive, what the heck are you cooking? You're putting rice in here and you're putting kidney beans in here? Yeah, girl. Yeah, guys. All right. It's starting to smell good. Oh, Lord. You know what? I need to go vegan, but I've been trying, y'all, to go vegan, because I know vegan's supposed to be healthier. But my sister went vegan. My younger sister, she started taking away stuff. Like, she took away beef and pork, and then she took away chicken, and then she finally took away fish. So now she's completely vegan. It wasn't like, you know, she all of a sudden she stopped, you know. But it's hard for me. You know, the sad part of me about me is I'll say, yes, I'm gonna do it, and I do it for the first 3 or 4 days, and then I would get a hamburger and I'd eat it, and then after I'm done eating, it's like, oh, wait a minute, I wasn't supposed to eat that. Oh my goodness. All right, let me see, what's this? Oh, I didn't dump no sage in there, did I? No, we didn't put no sage in there. Now we're gonna put some sage in there. And yeah, I tell you, ketchup. Oh, wait a minute, hold on, this thing's not even open. I gotta open it first. It's a brand new pack. Brand new pack, y'all. Brand new pack. Okay. And let's dump a little bit in here. Ooh. Ketchup. Ketchup also adds, you know, there's a lot of sugar in this thing. So it also makes it a little bit sweet. And guess what I'm going to add? Mustard. See, I don't have any mustard. Good Lord, this is a new one too. I thought this was already opened. All right, here we go. Open up for me, baby. Ouch. Oh, okay. So, you know, I used to look at my mom cook, and she always put ketchup and mustard in her meats when she's cooking. If she didn't have mustard greens, or not mustard greens, mustard seasoning, some kind of seasoning like that, she would do that. Okay. Yes. Hold on. Keep on going. There we go. There we go. Oh, y'all can see that? That looks so good already. Woo-wee. Okay. All right. Now, I don't know if you guys remember that Randy decided to buy me this one chip challenge, and I ate that chip and it was too hot. It was too hot. But I do like pepper. Okay? So I got this pepper. Where did I get this pepper sauce? New Orleans. It's called Carolina Reaper. Carolina Reaper. Kick-assing. Oh, I'm sorry, not kick-assing. Ass-kicking. See? Right there. Oh, sorry. Right there. Ass-kicking. Carolina Reaper. Oh. I put a little couple of drops in this. See, a lot of times when I cook for myself, people can't eat my food because it's too hot. So if Randy was here, he's not here right now. He's not going to be eating this. But if he was here, yeah, I wouldn't put that in there. All right? So there we go. And what I'm going to do, and see, you don't know, I usually use, whenever I cook on the truck, I usually use, if I need to use oil, I would use the olive oil. But I didn't use olive oil today because ground beef, as you know, usually comes with its own fat in there. So, and I would let this simmer for a little bit. Make sure it's all cooked through. Come off of there. There we go. And I will cover it down like this. Let that simmer for a little bit, maybe about I'd say about 5 minutes or so, 5-6 minutes or so, and I will come right back. Okay guys, look at that. Oh, that looks so good. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I've got the kidney beans, and I've got a pot. Wait, let me turn this to me here. See if this will help. Let's try to see if this will work here for you. Okay, so what I normally do is, see my knife? Okay, just raise that up here. I can't raise it up because I got nails on and I want to pop them off. So I just pop it a little bit like this. I don't cook what you're always supposed to throw the water off. Whatever is on there, throw that, the majority of it off. And I don't need all this extra stuff in my food. Always, always, always throw the water off. Right? And wasn't much in these kidney beans. So then, after I do that, open up. And I will take this and put it in here. Dump it in there. Alright? Okay. Now remember, I've got all that seasoning in there. So you don't really need to put any more, excuse me guys, you don't really need to put any more seasonings in there to season up that bean right there, those beans. And it will get all the nice flavor from the, right here. Right here. Oh Lord, look at that. Right? Oh my goodness. Now, y'all gonna say, what the heck is she cooking? As I said, it's a cook up. If you want to say kidney beans and ground beef, and I got something else for y'all. You know we can't go without our rice, right? I have a rice cooker back there, but I don't want to use it right now. So what I'll do is, remember, everything I do in this truck, I wash stuff. And you're supposed to wash your rice. Pour a little bit of water in there. Alright. And stir it up a little bit. Just to wash it out. And I just stir it up with a fork just to get the initial starch off of it. Alright. You're supposed to always wash rice. Wash all my rice, even the forbidden rice when I cook that. Then what I will do is I will just pour the water off. Just initially. Just a little bit like that. Okay. Alrighty. I hear rice water is good for your hair. Makes your hair grow. I don't know how true that is. We shall see. Okay. Now, stir this up too in here. Okie doke. I'm sorry. Let's see. Stir this up in here. Yes. Now that rice is going to soak up everything. All the liquid from the meat and all that. It's going to soak it up. But it will still need more water for the rice to cook. Whatever rice is left over in here. Just put some more in there. And come back and pour it in here. Look at, get out. Look at that. Stir this up. Okay. Now, as I said, this here is warm. I can feel it. It's warm. You can't leave your hand on this. You will burn your hand. But it's not too warm for the plastic, because I have two Rubbermaid containers in here. One has a lot of kitchen utensils and stuff like that, and a couple pots and pans, and the other one has my seasonings and all my the rest of the stuff, right? So I try to keep it as level as possible, but this is not quite level, so I will put some of the rice down on that side where the water is. Oh, this looks like it's going to be so good, y'all. I'm going to take this here and I'm going to cover it, and that is how I cook in the truck. Now, I'm going to taste it, and I'm going to come back and tell y'all how it tastes when it's done. Hi guys. Okay, so we're done. Oops, I'm sorry. We're finished cooking, and I wanted to show you what it looked like. I just kind of put it to the one side of the pot right there. Okay. The rice took about 20 minutes to cook, so that's fine. You put enough water in there so that the rice would cook, and therefore everything else cooks, you know, again. And so this is what it looks like in my plate. This is how I'm eating healthy. So I've got kidney beans, ground beef, and rice cook up here on that side, and then I've got you know, some of the truck stops. This one here is Pilot, Flying J. They have different salads in there, so I just go get a salad, put it on the side there, so I have my greens, and you know, sometimes tea, sometimes a cold drink in here, whatever. And that's how I do it for living on a truck. So should I say bon appetit? Oh God, this is good. Well, I knew it was gonna be good anyways. That was just a show for you guys. Bye, till next time. Mwah!